This is the video game review of Battlepaths for PC Steam. I use the controller to move. You can use mouse and keyboard. I think the controller for left right here, it's a lot easier to move as opposed to the WASD and the mouse. You do have your weapon shops where you can buy and sell things. You have your maiden who just says, hey, 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 hey. You have your mage who sells your potions, also sells your town scrolls. That's how you're going to teleport back to town while you're in a dungeon. And there's a couple other people in town that really don't do anything unless they're giving you a quest. There are no people in this game that serve no point. If you see them, pretty much go talk to them because they either have a quest or they sell stuff. Tile-like, left, right, up, down, there is no diagonal. You can see here is a cat. Let's go talk to him. Meow. That's it. He's awesome. This is the first dungeon you're to go into. 3 hours on this character, 5 hours total in the game with another character. As you move around the dungeon, you'll pull mobs to you. In the top right, you'll see that there's a box has appeared to show my damage, your chances to move, and all that. As I move up, you'll see, I'll try to pull these both guys. You'll see both of them move towards you. It's a good idea, a little tip. Fight in corridors, you can only fight one guy at a time. They drop gold, they drop items. There are range characters that you have to fight. Mages are really, really hard to fight. They do a lot of damage. So yeah, as I don't know if there's any range weapons. I'm only completed the first town, which is this map here. You'll see this is the map. It's really a basic game, which is really cool because you're not left exploring shit that you don't need to explore. I go to the right, I go to the woods, I go down, there's more woods, there's a village, and then there's a tower. That's it. There's no extra exploration to do. You go to the left of town, you got your outlands, your other outlands, your forest, and outlands. There's, you can't get lost. The boards are a little large, the maps. So you could get a little lost, I guess. Should I go up or down? But then you just look at your map. Oh, from here, I'm in the Outlands. If I go up, I go to the northern ones. If I go to the west, I go to the western ones. That's really it. They're very clearly pronounced paths. They're not difficult to like, if I go off, I can't go up here. It's very easy to understand what to do, where to go next. Even the quests tell you, hey, you should probably go here. So it's a nice game that there's almost no thinking, a little strategy on where you're going to be and who you're going to be fighting. Like how do you place the enemies, how do you pull them? You can pull one at a time. Do you want to run away to get some space between the two of you? There's a little strategy there, but there's really not too much to the game, which is fun to some extent, but if you're looking for more, it's totally not for you. Battlepaths is not for you. As you explore, this is like a healing station. It'll heal me and give me like a little buff, and the picture on that station will tell you what it gives you a buff of. This buff is like an overall healer, so I'll heal over time. As you level up, you will get new abilities. When you start the game, you pick which one you want to start with. I pick Power Strike. As I progress in the game, gain more levels. I'm currently level 13 on this character. You can pick more abilities as well. I picked Adventuring because it gives me more gold, more magic items, and I can swim, which is kind of neat. It serves no purpose. There was one hidden area on this map that you had to swim on, so I guess that was kind of cool, but some of the treasure chests are hit or miss. So we'll go back to there. You can carry this many items. You can drop them, or you can go back to town using a wormhole potion to sell. I highly recommend go back to town and sell if your inventory's full. It'll definitely pay for the wormhole potion that you used. So when you're full, go back to town, sell everything, pick up another potion. You're cool. There is no reason to not go back to town and sell your stuff. You can get different types of weapons. There are like these blue items, there's green items, there's white items, like these are quilt shoes. And currently I have like legendary nimbles on my feet. So it's kind of neat in that regard that there's different items to pick up, different types, different qualities. And some of them give you like +1 to your strength, dex. The game is very basic, and that because of, let's see. You can level up your weapons. Whatever weapon you use, that's the one you get more points in. So you can see on this character I use bludgeon a lot, so I'm getting a 5% attack rating and 8% more damage. This would be your quest. There I have no quest, so I've done them all. I'm done with this map. Like I'm saying, there's strength, dexterity, speed, and endurance you can put points in. As you level up, you get a point, you place it where you want. The dexterity is like going to be your attack rating. Your strength is your damage, endurance is your health, and speed is how fast you'll attack or move. So when you get certain enemies, they're very fast. They'll attack twice before you can move, or attack once. Sometimes they'll only get one attack, because it's kind of neat in that fact it's not like, oh, they're double fast, they always attack twice. There's just always a counter going in the background that this turn you win, so you will attack, and then the next turn they get 2, and then you'll get 1, and they'll get 1. It's kind of hard to explain, but once you play the game and you see that counter in the top right counting down, you'll understand. It's a fun game, however, it doesn't really have much to it. Let's load this regular dude. Go to the second town. There really isn't a lot to the game. It's just, here's a quest, go do it. There's a quest, go do it. It's very difficult to know where to, like when you don't look at the map, I don't know where the hell to go. You really have to use the map. Certain buildings you think you can go into, but you can't. Like there's a path there. Oh, let me go in here. I cannot go in there. It's a little, you'll come across buildings and you'll think to yourself, oh, I could explore in there, but you can't. This guy here is giving me a quest. Let's go get it. Tells you where to go. Go to my quest. Investigate the pyramids. So there. Really easy. Tells you exactly where to go. You can't beat it. Overall, Battlepaths is somewhat fun. Like I said, I've got about 5 hours into the game, and I enjoy it. I'm getting to the part where once I've gotten to the second map now, which is this second map here, the game just doesn't have enough to keep pulling me back. You'll see these guys are really fast. They're hitting me really hard and fast. It just doesn't have enough to pull me back into it. I feel that I'm done with the game. The bosses are just kind of regular bosses. This is a fight. Like, this is fighting. It's nothing nothing extraordinary. There's not a lot going on. It's just really boring. I mean, if you're into loot, this game is kind of cool because you pick up a lot of loot, and you actually have to go pick it up. You don't just run over it to pick it up. You have to actually have a button to pick it up. But they're just, the game gets boring. I'm bored at this point. At this point of the review, I'm very bored of it. I wish there was like magic that was cool looking, maybe a little bit more to the action, to the fighting, some more animations perhaps. The abilities aren't that cool. Here, I'll use my special ability. I do more damage, but yeah, it's still, I have to hit, you know, so you really have to rank up your dex in order to do some damage. And I've died, so I'm just going to save and load them back up. Just not enough to the game. I'm really not into it. I've lost a lot. My first hour, I really did enjoy it. However, now I'm pretty bored. Battlepaths, if you like loot, awesome. If you don't, totally stay away from this game. If you like loot, awesome, like I said, but I don't know if I'd play it. Might stay away from it. It's a little boring. I picked this up in a Humble Bundle, so that's why I picked it up. But yeah, pretty boring.